So hello everybody, my name is Eva and I'm really excited to be here today because I actually have the amazing opportunity to be sitting virtually though with Topic and ATB. So hi guys, it's really good to see you.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? That's the first question I want to ask you. And where are you right now?
We are good.
Yeah,
I think we are good. We are both, as you see, in a studio. That's the only place we can be right now. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. But I wish to be back on stage or whatever, you know. But we've been in a studio. But I think the result is great. What we've done.
Definitely. We're gonna be talking about this right now, about your new song, Your Love, 9 p.m., which is absolutely amazing. I'm a fan. And I want to congratulate you, first of all, for making this because it's a beautiful piece of art. Thank you for that. Tell me, how did you get the inspiration for doing something like this? Because ATB, I know that a lot of people, a lot of artists have wanted to do a remake of the song and, you know, a cover maybe with you, but you never really said yes before you listened to Topic's suggestions. So what happened there?
You know, the song is now 23 years old, and so I had this in my mind for a long time, but I never had found the right, you know, guy to work with, because I never want to work alone on this, because if you have a melody for 23 years, it's really hard to rework it again, you know. And I had in my mind that I didn't just want to do a cover version of it, so I wanted to do it from the scratch. So because I really love the way of productions from Topic, and last year I listened to a lot of his stuff, and I noticed for myself this could be a fit together for doing this. And so the good coincidence was that a friend of us, we know that he knew Topic, so I contacted him and asked him if he maybe can contact us. So shorten up the story, I had him on the phone and told him about the idea, and he was like, "That's amazing! That's a good idea. Let's go into the studio." And we had a lot of time because of COVID last year as well. So he came in the studio. At first we did some things, and I've been at his studio. So it was a really fast thing. And then we invited Alex for the vocals, because it was very important. I said I want to do a full vocal track with 9 p.m. because to add something on it break out from the instrumental ID to a full song. So, and it worked out amazing. So I loved working with these two guys because they brought so many fresh ideas into it, what makes the song right now. And I'm really happy about that we've done it like this way.
It's amazing, the result of it. Yeah. And Topic, what do you want to say about that? A legend like this asking you to collaborate, this must have been amazing.
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I also know the song since I'm alive. Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I was probably 6 when it came out, and yeah, it was really amazing that, as you also just said, it's not that there was already 5 cover versions of it, and it's really an honor to be the first one to redo it. And I'm also really happy with the result. And also, as Andre said, like. I'm also not a big fan of covers, and I think it was just like it is now. I'm really happy because we just sampled almost and make something new of it. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And since the result was so amazing, obviously I'm tempted to ask you if you're planning on working together in the future again. Maybe if you have some new ideas of, you know, collaborations and stuff. Please say yes.
Yeah, we will definitely be in the studios soon again. We also live very close to each other. It's just like 30 minutes by car. So
Nice.
Easy.
You know what I think? We are two generations of producers, you know, and I think what I noticed when we work together, it's nice and fresh to bring these two generations together, and so whatever happened, you know, he's a nice guy. Also Alex, I love these two guys, and it's really inspiring to work with them. So whatever happened, you know, it's maybe we collaborate as producers, maybe do a project, whatever, you know. First of all, we concentrate on what's going on now, and so the future, let's see what it brings.
Let's talk a little bit about A7S as well, who couldn't be here with us today, unfortunately. But do tell me a bit more about his work on the project with you as well, so we can tell the fans more about him as well.
Yeah, so A7S and I, we worked like for 3 or 4 years now, very closely together. And what we usually do is just to go on songwriting trips and just to write songs for my project. And just usually we just go in the room and I just start making an instrumental, and then he just freestyle stuff over it, and then we take the best parts. That's what we did on 9 p.m. We just started to make a scratch beat from the song, and then we sent it over to him and went on Zoom, and then he just I don't know how he's doing it, but he just grabs the mic and just starts singing, and you have to pick the best parts, and then the song is almost done. It's crazy. So
it's definitely just pure talent and inspiration. If he freestyles, that's absolutely incredible. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just funny. Sometimes I just give him the mic and say like, sing now.
Then, oh my God. I wish
I think one amazing thing is his voice is fitting so good to the guitar. It's like one. And now I feel the song is like perfect right now, because as much I love the original, of course, and the original will ever stay there, always stay there. But right now, for me, I have the feeling, and now it's a full song. It's perfect right now, and because I think his voice is amazing for it. It's like it's fitting together. It's not just vocals on a track or something like this. It's like one, and that's amazing.
It's absolutely perfect. So I know that you love it and you should. It's amazing, but it must be really interesting for you, because this is your very first song, and it's, you know, one of the, of course, all of your songs are amazing, but it's one of the ones that people just kind of know you for. And as you said, it's already 23 years old, which is almost as old as me. It's incredible, and you've hit so many like #1 charts with it, and now it has new life. So I don't know how to ask you this really. Like, how do you feel about this? Is it like it's something completely new? Is it like it's giving life to something, you know, a bit older? I don't know. Just
you know, as unreal it was in the beginning. As the good thing is, before ATB, I had another project which had some success as well. So it wasn't like success from one day to the other. But as unreal, the success with 9 p.m. was in the beginning. It's the same unreal right now, because this song is nearly the half of my life. You know, it was always on my side, and this melody always had been in my ear on gigs and private, whatever. And right now it's getting big again. And this is, I always try to not really realizing it, because it's you can't explain how it feels. I'm just really thankful for having the chance right now again through, you know, what we've done with the collaboration and things like this. And so I'm really thankful what happened right now, because I don't get it. It's 9 p.m. getting big again. So it's really amazing. So I'm thrilled about it, but there's one part in me that never really believes it.
I also wanted to ask you, you were there at the beginning of EDM, right? And you were one of the founders, we could say, Izzy, of trance music, dance music. How have you seen it change through the years? What do you think about it now?
I think the most important thing is that that EDM or electronic music came out from a little part of the music. It's now everywhere. You know, it grew up, and I was one of the parts in the US. I started to tour the US as example, or East European, and wherever I've been, I started to do the little clubs with this music, and then I noticed that it grew more and more, because the good thing with electronic music, it's you know, so variable. So there's so many styles and so many, for every taste it's something. And then later all the pop people on the rock musicians and pop producers, everybody took some pieces out of the electronic music, and now these days it's such the same big as rock music, pop music, and maybe even bigger. And so I would say it grew so big, and I'm really happy about that.
Definitely. And Topic, what about you? Because this is the kind of music that you do as well, and you're one of the most popular artists at the moment, of course, with Breaking Me, with Why Do You Lie to Me? So how do you feel about EDM, and do you think that it's going to get even more bigger in time?
Yeah, I have the feeling that dance music is really getting back now. I mean, I was a little bit later to the party than Andre. Like I released my first song in the end of 2014, and I felt like in 2016, 17, dance music went down a little bit almost, and then it was a lot of Latin and a lot of urban for a while. But I feel like since 2020, it's going back up, and if you look at the charts in many countries, it's a lot of dance songs again in it, which is great, and I hope it will continue, and I really hope to be on festivals also soon again.
Me too. I miss festivals so much. I really, really want like things to be back to normal. Hopefully this year, fingers crossed. So maybe we see you both live to perform the song and everything. That would be insane.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I promise it will happen. I have a good feeling.
You know what? So do I. So let's hope that it's for real. It's happening.
Yeah, it will be.
I also wanted to ask you, in these like troubling times where obviously you have to social distance, you can't really meet a lot of people, how do you stay in touch with your fans, with, you know, other colleagues? Do you like using social media, maybe working through social media? How do you keep this going?
Yeah, it's definitely over social media. It's also great, on Breaking Me, for example, I couldn't travel anywhere to see the success in the countries, but I was tagged by so many people from all over the world. So I could still see what's happening to the song and who's listening to it and where. And with colleagues, we try to, like, sometimes it's possible to travel to a different country, but if it's not possible, then we can always do Zoom. That's also how the new 9 PM came about with A7S. We also couldn't come to Germany, and then just did Zoom, and it worked.
Yeah, thank God for technology and, you know, everything that it allows us.
You know, as nice the social media and all these things are, after 1 year, I can say it's. I really wanted to be in contact again with the crowd, you know, with the people, because even if it's nice to be in a studio, I always recognize being on stage to get the direct feedback from the people. It always inspiring me when I'm on stage, and going back to the studio, it's always like you can test your records and things like this. I love this, and so I think people need this as well. People need to be in clubs. People need to be in restaurants. People need to be out and need contact to each other. And so I'm hoping so much that we will see us very soon face to face. That would be amazing.
Same, yeah, I absolutely agree. People really need that, and the inspiration that you get when you're in a crowd, when you can see people dancing and just having fun, it's something completely different.
Yeah.
So really, really hope it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
You know, we're all really tired of this.
Yeah, that's true.
ATB, I really wanted to ask you, so you have a baby now, you have a child.
Yeah.
How do you still have the time to work, and you know, how do you balance being a father with obviously still having time to go to the studio, to record, to make more music?
You know, that's the good thing about COVID. That, to be honest, exactly when COVID starts, the little baby was born. So, and I had the opportunity to see everything when he grew up. You know, right now we at the first steps, the first words, and all these things. And this was so important for me. And even if we wouldn't have COVID, I would have said that I need to have more time with the baby. So COVID gave me the time. You know, I have a normal working day right now. I'm not on tour. That's the good thing, but just baby wise. So yeah. I'm at the day I'm go to the studio, and in the evening I'm back home and I see my little son. That's amazing. So that's maybe I can say this turned to be. I'm thankful for COVID, but I don't mean it that way. But it gave me a good opportunity to see my son grow.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the very few plus sides of COVID. Exactly. I was going to ask you, you were in Bulgaria, I think 13 years ago, and the weather was horrible at the time, I remember, and it almost ruined everything. But would you come back? Please say yes.
Of course. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So, yeah, I think we will plan in the middle of this year. We will plan some things, and I hope Bulgaria will be one of the stages.
Yes, please, both of you together.
Yeah,
come over. Let's have. Would
be amazing. Yeah, just invite us. We will be there.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, promise.
You did promise just now, okay?
Yeah, I promise.
They're going on TV, you know.
Yeah,
You're gonna have.
Prove it.
Well, both of you guys are amazing, and I'm absolutely grateful to have had the opportunity to speak to you today. I just have one last question for you, and it is, what would you like to say to your Bulgarian fans? Because you have so many of them here, and I'm sure they would really love to have have you say something to them.
Yes. So first of all, I'm really hoping to be very soon back in Bulgaria, to be back on the stages, in the clubs, and so whenever you invite me, I will be there, that's for sure. And so thank you so much for your support over the last 20 years. It's amazing, and after 20 years I can say it's going on as well, you know. That's amazing. After 20 years we go on, and so I'm really hoping to be back in your country soon, and thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, same as Andre said. Thank you a lot for your support. I mean, Break Me was the first song that really went well in Bulgaria for me, and was very, very big. And I think the new one's also going great. And I also hope to finally go for the first time to Bulgaria and play on a festival. And yeah, I'm very positive that this summer will work and we can party again together.
I really hope so, because I cannot wait to meet you guys in person. That would be amazing.
Yeah. We will meet.
We will, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, both so much for your time. This was incredible. I wish you all the success in the world, and I hope that this year we're gonna see each other for real. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Okay, really, thank you guys so much for your time. It was lovely talking to you. And I really, really hope I'm going to see you very soon.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.